Hello and welcome to today's video, how to throw up more better. Hello bruvs and sis and tons of best, and hope your week is going well. For this vid I'm going to share with you some knowledge I gained that may help you when the time comes for when you have to throw up next, how to throw up more better. Depending on your situation, this method aims at minimizing the discomfort you feel when you have to throw up. Here's the agenda for this vid and what we'll quickly cover. We'll have a quick overview, but feel free to skip to chapter 3, the correct position to adopt, that will help minimize your discomfort for when the event occurs. I'll also cover 3 typical incorrect positions which you should consider abandoning. For a better throwing up experience, remember this good for the next time. Throwing up is one of the things we all hate and fear, and it's one of the things we all have to deal with in some fashion and at some point. We hate it because of the way it makes us feel, and we know then, at that moment, that it is better not to be throwing up. But fortunately, there is a technique one can use when throwing up that will minimize the discomfort one feels. The main reason why throwing up feels so uncomfortable. Basically, your poor body has to work in reverse to expel unwanted content. One of the main reasons throwing up feels so terrible is because one's body is trying to expel stuff inside that it deems shouldn't be there. And in order to do this, your system has to reverse its regular function, the action it does most of the time, and perform the exact opposite action. Instead of taking stuff down, your system is pushing in the opposite direction and out, and also pushing up against gravity. This is why the experience feels so awful. Better throwing up, the correct position, according to me. Make sure your head is lower than your hips. According to me, to throw up successfully, i.e. with the least amount of discomfort, and also to help expel unwanted content more effectively, aim to keep your head lower than your hips when the event occurs. This technique will help take a lot of the strain off your system, as it will not be expending extra effort working against gravity. Incorrect positions, according to me. Select the correct angle to minimize discomfort. These positions will not help, and you'll still feel awful. Avoid them if you can. Incorrect position 1. Incorrect position 2. Incorrect position 3. Correct. The perfect angle to minimize discomfort. Full disclosure, might not work for every scenario. Multiple factors applicable. Throwing up and the need to throw up can be caused by many things, like bad food, medication, illness, exceeding your tolerance level, like consuming too much alcohol, etc. This technique has not been tested for every throwing up situation. So you'll have to use your own judgment, but try and avoid getting into unpleasant situations in the first place. Alright bruvs and sis, and time to go now, and thanks for watching. And leave questions and comments. I'll reply as best I can and as soon as reasonably possible. Here's a quick list of upcoming vids, but it's not set in stone. Some titles might change or be swapped around for a later date. I have a huge list. I'll keep you informed. Again, tons of best wishes and see you next time.